Hello everybody, we're in 2.1. We're in SAT Math Strategies, I think 7 through 8. And if you need to contact me for tutoring, online tutoring, I provide that service here at this email. Tests, worksheets, quizzes, and solution PowerPoints. Contact me, I'll help you out. 2.1 Math Strategies 6 through 7. You have 28 points here on your note-taking sheet. You should take notes. You should look at this video more than once to catch it all. I move rapidly through these videos. Okay, strategy 6. Know how to use proportional reasoning. When the ratio between variable quantities stays the same from one situation to another, set up a function to find the amount that you can count on within that proportion. Calc section, grid in. If 8 ounces of a sports drink contains 110 milligrams of sodium, how many milligrams are contained in 20 ounces of the same sports drink? So we have ounces per milligram. 8 ounces per 110 equals 20 per x. So 8x equals 2200. We're looking at if 8 ounces, how many milligrams are in 20 ounces here? So we have 20 ounces, and then we do our cross multiplication here. 8x equals 2200 over 8, x equals 275. So that'd be one instance where you can grid in 275. I'd start here, 2, 7, and then 5 would be your grid in here. Example calc section, grid in. The trip odometer of an automobile and proper displays only 3 miles for every 4 miles actually driven. If the trip odometer shows 42, how many miles has the automobile actually been driven? So it forms a proportion for the actual miles driven. If x represents the number of actual miles driven, when the odometer shows 42, then 3 odometers equal 4 actuals. So we have 42 odometers equals actuals. So since odometer miles are on top in both fractions and actual miles are on the bottom, we come up with this through cross multiplication, and then we come up with x equals 168 over 3, which equals 56 miles. Grid in 56, which would be 5, 6. Okay, so example calc section, grid in. In the figure, RS is parallel to AM. RS is parallel to AM. Segment SA intersects segment MR at T, so this is an intersection point. What is the length of AS? So we need to find what this is here. How do we do that? Use the property of similar triangles to find the first length of segment ST, because alternate interiors from the parallel lines have the same measure. Triangles RST, and MAT have 2 pairs of congruent triangles so that they are similar. Here, here, and then here and here. Determine similarity here. The lengths of corresponding sides of similar triangles are in proportion. So knowing that R over T, RT over MT equals ST over AT, here is your justification for that. 8 over 12 equals X over 27. So now we have to cross multiply here on our proportion. So we have 2 over 3 equals x over 27. We can simplify that first. And then that equals 3x equals 54. Then x equals 18. So we can plug in 18 there. Since AS equals AT plus ST equals 27 plus 18 equals 45. So now we have found the length of this line here. So we plug in 45 would be 4 and 5 here. Grid in 5. Example, calc section grid in. Line M intersects the corner points of 3 adjacent squares as shown in the below figure. If AB equals 5, BC equals 8, what is the length of CD? We need to find the length of CD here. So here is a schematic here, a diagram here. Label the diagram of the length, sides of squares where X represents the length. So we know the lengths of these here. Of the vertical leg of the second right triangle. The right triangles formed at the top of squares are similar. So these triangles here are similar, 1 and 2. So 1 and 2 are similar. So 3 over x equals 5 over 8. So by cross multiplying here, we get 5x equals 24. X, we divide through by 5 equals 4.8. So since x plus 8 equals 4, 8 plus 8, 12.8, 8 equals 12.8, CD, which is right here, CD equals 12.8. Grid in this, 1222.8. That would be your grid in there on that one. Strategy 7, test numerical answer choices in the question. When each of the answer choices for a multiple choice question is either the number, you may be able to find a correct answer by plugging each of the answer choices back into the question until you know it works. Oh, that'd be nice. So multiple choices are so cool. Example, no calc section. Which order pair is the set of all order pairs that satisfy the above system of inequalities? Here is the set here that they provide, and here is our system of inequalities. Test each ordered pair in both inequalities. Find a pair that makes both inequalities true. So we have A, then da 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 da, which is false. So A doesn't work. And keep plugging in here. Then we go B, then which is true. So B is true. B works for these systems here. So B is true. So that's as far as we probably need to go. C, which is false. And then D is false. So B is our solution here for these systems of inequalities. You could actually do it with a graphing calculator. Correct choice is B here. But we did it algebraically, which can be tedious. But on test day, you should be ready. And you should be able to work through this here. Example, no calc section, multiple choice, when 5 is divided by the number. Result is 3 more divided by twice number. What is number? And then we have these possibilities here. Rather than thinking of an equation, answer to it is possible correct number that you find it works, plug in. So how do we get in? Choice A, try 1/4 as the unknown number. So 5 divided by 1/4. So we have 20 here. 5 divided by 1/4. We're plugging in 20 here. Does not equal 3 plus 7 divided by 2/4. 3 plus 14, no. That doesn't work. Choice B, try 1/2 as the unknown number. So 5 divided by 1/2 equals 3 plus 7 divided by 2/2. Now, let's see, 10. Oh, that does work. Okay, so 1/2. When we plug that back in to our original number, it does seem to work. Okay, so that was 2.1 strategies, math strategies 6 and 7 for the SAP Math Level 1. Again, if you need tutoring or worksheets or any other materials, PowerPoints rather than video. Sometimes, a lot of times, students prefer PowerPoints over to video. Contact me here at this email and I'll hook you up. Thank you.